what I'm going to do is take you guys inside of Aldi. I'm going to show you what they have that I feel like is super essential and super important for your pantry. These are household staples, or even if you want to call them depression era, type staples to have in your home. Regardless, these are things that you should have in your home. You can also bake items at home. You can make things from scratch using these items. So it's always good to have, especially with times being so hard. So let's get right into today's video.
I'm an American. I pay $1,600 for a flat that has no bedroom. That's 2/3 of my income. I'm an American. I work 50 hours a week. I don't have health insurance. I'm an American. I couldn't afford to have a child even if I wanted to. I am $7,000 in debt. My health is declining because I can't afford Whole Foods because that's too expensive for my life. I am very overqualified for my job, but no one else is hiring. I make my boss hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, while I can barely keep myself alive. I have never been out of the States. I have never been on a vacation. I'm an American. I make $20-some an hour. A livable wage here is like 30-some. Yet I don't qualify for government assistance whatsoever. On the days I don't work, I'm so tired I just sleep all day. I'm an American. My electric bill is so expensive I sit outside in the heat because I can't afford to turn the AC on in the damn house. I'm an American, and I fear I'm just an average American. I'm living the American dream.
Then yesterday I thought about it. I was like, damn, it sucks to be in America because it's like you can't even take a break from being burnt out, overworked here. Because if you take a break from being burnt out, overworked, you're going to fall behind on bills. Because literally, it's like the system makes it so that you have to work those 40 hours at least a week to keep up. You have to work all 4 weeks out of the month to keep up. So God forbid you take a little week vacation. Guess what? Now you're gonna be set back. You're only getting a week, one paycheck and a half worth of money that month. And if you're only making enough to pay your bills, you're gonna be behind. Just because you wanted to take a little break, just because you want to take a few days off work. It's crazy. Like, this system is pretty much a trap. If you think about it, that's a trap. Like, you have no way out. If you do, and you keep pushing, guess what? You're gonna get burnt out. That's why everybody's so damn antsy. That's why so many traffic accidents, and because people are overwhelmed, people are burnt out, they're tired, they're irritable, they're angry, they're not taking care of themselves, and they don't have the space to. That's why all of this shit is going on. It's a trap. You can't afford to take off work without having to work just as hard when you come back. That's the thing. Even if you did, now when you come back to work from your week off vacation, you gotta work twice as hard. You gotta make up for that week that you lost out. Like, this is crazy. Like, most of us are living literally one paycheck away from being homeless. This is literally insanity.
As you guys just saw in those videos, a lot of people are just having a hard time making ends meet. A lot of people are having a hard time getting food on the table. But here's my whole thing. Nobody is coming to save us. I will always reiterate that nobody's coming to save us. We can either do something about it or get left behind. So I'm going to show you the prices in these stores. If you can make any kind of adjustments, maybe try looking at it this way, because I feel like there is some kind of way that people can get money, even if you're really pinching pennies, right? Like, you might skip getting that box of cookies, because I think sometimes people have the mentality like, okay, it's only $3.50 for a box of cookies. But maybe this week you skip that and instead you put it towards a bag of rice, or you put it towards, 4 cans of beans or something like that. And in that aspect, you can totally do it. So don't doubt yourself and just do what you have to do. All right, right here you're gonna find a bag of rice. This is a 3-pound bag for $2.65. They have the white or basmati rice. This is a brand. And what is this? This is a 2-pound bag right here. And then the brown rice is 2-pound bag as well, again for $3.75. The jasmine rice is $6.19. And that's non-GMO. That is a 5-pound bag right here. And then you have your parboiled long grain rice. This is gonna be a 5-pound bag. And you're gonna pay $3.95 for that. Grits, $2.15. These are always good to have, and these are the quick cooking grits, and it's a little, 1 pound 8 ounces, so 24 ounces total. $2.15. For $3.99 you can get the old-fashioned oats. Comes in this can, 42 ounces, 2 pounds and 10 ounces. For $3.99 you can get the quick oats. They're the rolled oats, again quick oats. And then for $2.79 you can get the steel cut oats. They just have 2 different containers. You have the traditional ones, which means they're going to cook a little bit longer, and then these right here cook in 5 minutes. And the size on these cans, 30 ounces, and then 30 or 25 ounces for the quick oats. I always think it's a good idea to keep yeast on hand. So for $1.09, you can get this active dry yeast right here, or you can get the fast rising yeast. They're both 3 to a pack, both the same size. Also have baking powder. So this is $1.95. And here's the can size. It's, you know, the regular can size that you're gonna normally find. All right, here is brown sugar. It's 2-pound bag for $1.99. So brown sugar is something that you can actually make yourself as well with regular white sugar, and then you add molasses to it, and you can have it if you don't want to pay that $1.99. Sugar, $6.39, and this is a pure cane sugar. I love this brand right here, and this is a 6-pound bag. They have both these pallets. One to the left right here is sugar, and then this one right here is flour. We're gonna check out the size. That's $2.85, and that is a 4-pound bag of sugar. This is a 5-pound bag of flour right here, and the price point on that is $2.19. You have vanilla extract. The vanilla extract is $4.49. It is non-GMO, no corn syrup. It is 2 fluid ounces. You can make your own vanilla extract. It's super simple. So of course they have a lot of different coffee choices. For more long term, I would consider doing like the whole coffee bean or even ground coffee, because you can transfer this over to Mylar bags or, you know, another storage, and, you know, vacuum seal those and prolong the lifespan on those. So this is $7.59. This is organic, so it's going to cost you a little bit more. It's 12 ounces. Again, it's from Peru. This is from Honduras. This coffee right here is from Germany. It's actually already vacuum sealed for you. So it's vacuum packed. That's the size on it right here, and it's $7.45. They have so many different kinds, y'all. $6.49, $6.49. Again, it just depends really on what you're looking for, but definitely recommend adding coffee to your stockpile. They also have coffee filters, which are $1.85, and they have quite a bit in there, 200 baskets in there. Peanut butter is something else to have in your stockpile. $3.95, y'all. This thing is huge. It's 40 ounces, over 2 pounds. They have the smaller one right here for $1.99. That is 18 ounces. And then they have the crunchy $1.99, and that is 18 ounces as well. They also have whey protein blend. That's a little bit of information if you're looking for that. That is $18.29 for a 2 pound. And then they have the vanilla as well. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Again, I just wanted to show you what Aldi has, because I feel like a lot of people do have Aldi in their areas. Again, these prices are going to vary where you are. I am in North Carolina. Obviously, I don't know that the West Coast has an Aldi. I don't know. I never asked my sister. You know what? I think I mentioned that and she said they don't have one. I don't remember. I will go ahead and say, if you do have this, again, it may vary by a couple of cents. You might find that prices are a tad bit cheaper or a tad bit higher. So again, keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, you guys. Let me know, are you still working on a prepper pantry, or are you just starting this journey? Take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video.